Hey tea heads, this is Don, Vincent and Adrian from Mayleaf, and we are going to do another session of tasting a random cake in my collection. For those of you who didn't see the first one with Adrian and George, I have in my collection maybe around 35 cakes that I really don't know about in terms of their origin or what they are. And I kind of want to sort out my collection a little bit, organize it. So this is the perfect way to do it. Just grab people around, let's taste the tea, let's rate them. We're going to think about scores from 0 to 10, and it will be decided as to whether or not the tea sort of gets gifted or gets kept in my collection. And this is Adrian's choice now, this one here. So let's pull it out. It's got no cover.
No.
just
as random as it gets.
It really is random. Here you go. Let's talk about this cake. It's obviously been eaten into a few times, so I must have drunk it.
Yeah.
But I can't really recall. It does say Passa sample, which I guess means Pasha. So very famous mountain. Monocle Boss came from that mountain. Was there any other Pasha? You love Monocle Boss.
I think that was the only one. I think Monocle Boss was the only one from Pasha.
Yeah, but you always tell me to get Pasha. And in fact, 2022, we do have a Pasha.
Oh.
Just a sneak peek. So yeah, what do we think about this?
Looks nice. Like big leaves. And just take the thing here.
I just think it smells amazing.
How old do you think that is?
2019, 2018.
No, it's
20
definitely
I would
older
say
than
it's
that.
older, yeah.
It's definitely older than that.
Do you reckon?
It looks older.
Well, I know it's older than that.
Oh, okay. Older than 2018.
Oh, definitely.
There you go.
I would say like 2014, 2013, 14.
Yeah, I think it's around, I reckon it's around 2014, 2015
Yeah.
is my guess. I know what you mean. It doesn't look particularly dark, right? But it definitely is around 6, 7 years
All right.
old. All right, well,
That's gonna be a good tea.
we know nothing about it. Let's heat up the teaware.
Yes.
And we are going to try and score this. And so you weren't here on our last
I
one.
wasn't.
So the scoring, we've got to be quite strict.
Okay.
All right, we don't want any easy scores here. Okay, so like we said at the time, a score of 8 out of 10 is like one of the like handful of the best teas you've tried this year.
Okay.
Right?
It's pretty hard.
Yeah.
Pretty
So
hard to
like
rate.
a 9 would be like stellar. Like you would like absolutely call that one of your top teas in your life.
Okay.
Right? If it's over like a 6, it's still a good tea.
Yeah.
Right? 6, 7. We rated the last one around 8.3, 8.4 or something. We really, really loved it. I have to say that I did taste it again, not in the Dueni pot, and it wasn't as good. So, you know, the pot definitely contributed. It was still a good tea, but it was not quite the same level as when we tasted it here in the studio. We're now brewing in, Adrian has picked this Juni pot in my collection.
Beautiful.
So I have no idea what that's going to be like in terms of reacting with these Pasha leaves. So I will give you a whole load for you to add to that Juni. Wow, look.
Yeah, that's a sign of quality.
Oh my god.
Was that inside the cake?
Inside the cake?
That was inside the cake. Okay, I think we're in
Inside?
I think we're in for a farmer's experience here, and the fact that it didn't come with a wrapper.
Yeah.
This was straight from a farmer's hand to mine.
Okay, it is from the cake. Cause look, it smells really
Yeah,
good.
Who knows?
That's good. Should we brew it?
No, let's not brew the bamboo.
Yeah.
All right. So what are we thinking?
Yeah, just generous amount.
Good? Is that good?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks great.
Okay. Have a sniff.
And I know, Vincent, you like to do flash brews.
Yeah.
But I'm the brewing master
You're the
today.
brewing master.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do it
We
my
had
way.
this argument a couple of days ago. Flash
Yeah.
brew or not?
Yeah, not sure. I mean,
Next
sometimes,
one you
yeah.
can brew.
You
Oh
can
yeah,
brew the
you
next one.
get the watery splash brew.
All right, not as smoky as I thought. It's really like sweet. It's really sweet. It smells like 2019, 2020. So it smells like 1 year.
Why do you associate sweet with young?
It's because it's like that sweet candy smell.
Okay,
I
so-
just associated with young pours. This is like from all our collections of 2021, 2022. When I smell them dry like this, it just has that candy sweetness.
But it does have a bit of smokiness. I
not
get a
getting it
tiny
yet.
bit of smokiness,
I'm not
but
getting
also
it yet.
super sweet.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. Let's wet it.
Oh, okay. Oh, I
See
definitely
what I
get some
mean?
smoke
Yeah.
though. I definitely get some smoke. I get, and I also get some ferment as well.
Yeah.
You can smell the storage on it. You can smell that it needs to be woken up. I'm getting like a little bit burnt raisins.
Crazy.
I'm getting a little bit of like resinous sort of quality
definitely, yes.
to it.
Pine resin or something
Yeah,
like resin.
some sort of resin. I'm not a resin expert. Go tapping into trees and taking their sap.
But I get that like an incense
Yeah,
quality.
yeah.
to
It's
it.
got like sandalwood
Yeah,
sort
yeah.
of incense sort of quality to it.
Yeah, I do get the sandalwood.
Yeah. So I associate that with age.
yeah.
I don't associate that with young.
But I don't get like any leatheriness
No.
or something like that. Or
Is
like
that enough
antique.
leaf? Yeah, it is. It is. I'm always wanting
Can
to
I
add
also
more
have
leaf.
the lid?
Yep, sure. Go for it. We got this little angel that's asking for tea here. So make sure you don't ignore this little
I'm just
fella.
gonna give him some water. Can I have the counter?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. All right.
It's got a good pour, that Junie. This was one of
Yes,
the pot that was under consideration for a little while. We were thinking of getting it.
Do you know what? I love it, but for me, again, it's too big.
Too big.
I'm all about the tiny pots.
Well, I know, but sometimes you drink with people.
Yeah. True.
Like in this case, this is a perfect size pot
Yeah.
for like 3 to 5, I would say. All right, what are you getting?
I mean, I like the smell. I don't think this is gonna be a bad tea.
Well, that's good.
I'm not like. Go ahead. Smells
Ooh,
good.
I get
It
some
smells good.
smoke on the empty gong dao, babe.
Oh yeah, definitely smoky.
I'm quite in the mood for a little
Yeah.
bit of
I'm getting dark sugar, like brown sugar.
brown sugar, yeah.
Yeah.
Now
yeah,
I get
if
a-
I get like brown sugar, I love that.
Now I get a bit of like woodiness, woody, smoky.
Yeah.
Like campfire.
Well,
But
that sap.
The problem is I had like earlier, I had pine smoke lapsang. So now I'm like, it's hard to beat that.
yeah, that's
Well,
smoky.
that's,
and
yeah,
I'm
that's
like-
full on smoke.
I
Yeah.
lost the smoke.
Okay, so I'm getting like some pencil shavings.
Yeah.
Which is cedar wood. I mean, that's pine wood pencils. I'm getting, like you're in a forest and there has been a campfire.
It doesn't smell like the-
it's out.
Yeah.
And it's sort of in the distance.
Yeah.
And it's been raining, so you're just sort of picking up
Yeah.
the smell of it. Fruits. Can you smell any fruits? Move in a bit because I think you're slightly out of focus.
More like herbal than fruity, I would say.
See, I do get some dried fruits, but maybe like hawthorn fruits.
Yeah.
And I said raisins before,
Okay, it's
but it might
also
be
pear, dry pear.
dried pears. So
Yeah,
yeah, maybe
definitely
the
dried
dried
pear,
pears.
yeah.
Yeah, dried fruits. A little bit
Yeah,
spice
it
as
is
well. There's a
dried
little bit
pear.
of
Yeah.
spice going
That's
on.
right,
So a
yeah.
little bit got like that sort of Christmassy spiced pear sort of notes
Yeah.
to it. All in all, I'm quite happy with that smell.
Yeah.
I'm happy as well. After I saw this one, and I was like, okay,
that's
I
not
lost
good
my
look.
hope for it, but hey, that might just be an accident.
Yeah.
Well,
You know?
clearly it's an accident. I don't think that they thought. And we
Guys.
put a lucky bit of bamboo in.
If you want tea cups, I need your cups.
Say
Right.
no more.
Yeah. Nice cup selection.
Different.
All right.
Look at him! I can see you going. Just pour it! Just pour it!
Just give it 2
pour
more
it!
seconds. Just give it 2 more seconds.
Getting
I
Yeah.
thought you were the one that said. I
Whoa.
thought that you were the one that said, Adrian, that you want. The last video said you want the first brew to be weak so that you can say, make it stronger.
Oh yeah, I did.
So what happened here?
No, but
That
this
was a pretty
but this was
heavyweight.
25 seconds, bro. 2025.
No, that was more.
Did I mess it up?
No, it's
Let's
fine.
see.
There's no mess up.
Let's see.
You're
What do you
testing
think?
it
What
out.
do you think of the liquor?
It looks nice. Yeah, it
It's
looks
really
good.
nice.
It's got a lot of activity inside
Yeah,
there.
got murkiness, a little bit murkiness. and
Doesn't
also
look
like,
very dark though.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like looks like.
Yeah, but don't
Young.
forget you're having
Yeah.
the light.
Oh yeah, true. We're in like.
But still, yeah.
Like,
Okay.
right.
All in all,
Right.
I think we're in for at least a decent tea here.
Sorry, Vincent. Did I burn you?
No, it's okay.
It's okay. He's used to
I'm used to that.
tea,
Oh,
rogue
right.
tea drips.
All right.
Cheers, everybody.
All right. Cheers. Guys.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
The smell coming off it is definitely got a bit of smoke in it.
Wait, that's a relatively like nice brew. Not too strong, not too light. See?
No, the brew's good.
Because the pot is big.
The pot's big, and I think that Junie is doing something to it. Is
Yeah.
my guess. Because I think if we'd brewed that long
it
in
would be so
porcelain, it would be.
astringent. Yeah.
Strong.
But I think the Junie's like
Rounds
held it back.
Yeah. Definitely makes it rounded.
Does taste very rounded, to be honest. Yeah.
What are we
Pretty
getting?
sweet.
What taste are we getting? I'm getting a bit of cigar,
Yeah, I get a bit of smokiness.
but like actually tobacco. I'm getting a bit of tobacco.
Yeah.
Not necessarily leather, although it's getting in that territory.
Yeah.
Leathery, cigar-y, little bit.
I'm getting burned. I need to cool down a little bit. It's just
Yeah, but I mean, that would be pretty consistent with like 7, 8, 9 years of age, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I get some honey, like honey and syrupy sweetness.
Yeah.
Manuka honey. Or just like simple.
It's a
sweet
bit
honey.
more simple than that,
Yeah.
I would say. But it like maybe like those like syrups, those new syrups like
Yeah.
birch syrup, okay, like tree syrup,
Yeah.
sappy, but also woody as well. But it's got a very nice mouthfeel.
It does, yeah.
That's what I like about it. It's
Yeah.
got a nice little hum of minerality happening on the sides.
Yeah.
What's
It's
it?
got a nice juiciness going on.
It does.
And the juiciness is
aftertaste.
sweet, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
What's
got a
the-
nice sweet
What's
aftertaste.
that syrup that Americans use a lot?
Maple?
Maple syrup.
Yeah, it's got a maple. I still think it's
kind
a.
of like maple syrup.
It's for me. It's not quite that dark. It's a little bit
Yeah.
lighter than that.
It has the sweetness, but not quite the darkness
it's
of it.
sweetened
Yeah.
with maple syrup. It's not. It's not maple. It's not full on maple syrup.
Yeah.
It's sweetened with maple syrup, or sweetened with honey.
Like birch sap, you can drink birch
Yeah,
sap.
birch
actually.
sap. That was a big. Popular like fad, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like birch water. I'm not saying fad. I mean, maybe people still drink it, but it was this thing. It was this movement of birch water, wasn't
I
it?
drank that when I was small in the forest.
Well, you see, you were ahead of the curve because it was one of those urban things. After coconut water, what's the next coconut water? It was birch water. But it's got a very,
the color,
very
man.
nice end to it.
But you know what? I get the Manuka honey now when you swallow
When you
it.
talk a
You
little
get
bit
it in
and then
your
it comes back.
get it in your throat, like a bit of that, like warming quality of like Manuka honey,
Yeah,
like lozenges.
but I get like a certain. I don't know. Like there's a fruit there that I'm gonna have to try to dive into. I want to say, although I very very little experience eating it, like those cactus fruits. You know the fruits on a cactus.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know.
You know what I get? The
I
one.
know.
The pales. You know those.
Sure,
Yeah.
I know, because I was in Greece with my friends a couple of years ago, and I saw a cactus fruit, and I had the pocket knife, and then I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna take it," and I carefully cut it out and ate the cactus fruit, and then I thought everything was alright, but then I got cactus
Yeah.
thing stuck in my tongue the whole 2 days, literally.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
And nothing I could have done to take it off, so I know cactus fruit.
The fruit that I'm getting, I don't know the word for it, but it's the small orange ones that are in the leaves.
Oh,
berries?
yeah,
Physalis.
yeah.
Physalis,
Physalis, yeah.
Physalis.
Physalis.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Nice
oh
one.
my god, that's
Good
call.
literally
Physalis, right?
Because it's
Physalis.
got that sweetness as
It
well,
does.
that enduring little simple but nice
Exactly.
sweetness that
Yeah.
comes
But-
from it.
but the fresh ones, because they do dried one as
Yeah, no,
well.
the fresh
and
ones,
the dried
definitely.
ones just go like really sweet,
Ooh,
really
it's-
sugary.
I
Yeah,
like this
Physalis,
infusion.
Yeah. That's so
This
good.
is a
Vincent,
nice
amazing.
tea. I'm enjoying this. It's got enough aggression to
Yeah.
keep you interested, but actually it's really soft and sweet as well.
It does have an astringency, but a nice one.
Yeah. I'm happy with this. We'll brew one
Oh
more.
my God, I'm getting more water.
You need more water. All right. Don't worry.
I can get water.
Give it to me. I can get you more water. But you're going to have to fill. Talk.
Yeah, now I'm only getting the Physalis.
You're only getting
Yeah.
Oh my God, but like that was like amazing how you said Physalis. I was like, oh yeah, it's Physalis. Physalis.
Yeah, like this is the small berry.
When I first found out about that fruit back home, I found it like the small dried one, and then when I actually saw that you can get like the fresh ones, I was like, oh, let's see what this is all about, and then exactly this taste and
They have a very specific taste to them.
Very specific, yeah. Like
And
you
I've
can't-
never had that I've never had that note in a puer, but that's just because I haven't come up with it.
Yeah.
What else? Let's talk about mouthfeel.
Thick,
Thick,
oily,
thick, oily. What about finish? What about how it leaves your mouth?
drying a bit, but
But not
sweet.
That's
excessively.
to be
No, yeah.
that's to be expected with dryness, isn't it? And we're not brewing in like purple clay to take the dryness away. And
It has, but the even though it has a dryness,
yeah, it's sweet.
it's
that bad.
the
Not that bad.
transformation to juiciness is really, really enjoyable. And
Yeah.
actually sort of comes from really, like, for me anyway, like the saliva glands under my tongue. It feels like it's sort of a rising sort of juiciness.
Yeah, I can.
I never chewed tobacco, but I reckon it's like this.
Let's have a sniff of this.
I think this is like chewing tobacco.
What, as in the taste?
Aftertaste. After you talk a little bit, you breathe a little bit. It's like really like tobacco-y, chewy.
It smells like tobacco and honey.
Wow, this
Tobacco,
this,
yeah.
yeah, this smells like
Yeah, tobacco soaked in like honey.
Yeah.
Is there something, there is like a type of...
tobacco's more honey.
Yeah,
No,
like
it smells like
hookah,
really
hookah
sweet.
tobacco. It
Yeah,
smells like
that's it.
molasses, right?
Hookah tobacco, yeah.
Nice. Ho- Like
Yeah.
I thought,
But
they were
like a
supposed
sort
to-
of a syrup treacle, even like a little bit of dates, like
Yeah.
you know, Middle Eastern
Yes,
dates.
yeah.
It's got those dried dates like in there as well. Really nice empty Grand Darbe smell actually. Very, very nice.
Yeah.
Really nice.
Yeah, that's the best thing about the tea, to be honest.
Wow.
I'm not gonna say it, but
But you're
you
gonna
know,
say
in
it.
the, no, because it's something. It's a nasty note. When I drink fresh pour, the smell, one of the tasting, the smelling notes that leaves on the Gandon Bay, it's kind of like it's a little bit nasty. Remember the one I say? I don't know if you remember.
have to say it now.
Oh no.
You have to say, you can't like just say it's nasty and not
no,
tell
I just
people.
say, like I just say like when you have like a fresh pour, and then it's good pour, right? It has to be good pour, and then
It
you
has to
smell
be
the
good
empty
for it
Gandon
to give
Bay.
you the bad smell.
Like when you're hectic and you're in the tea house and you smell the Gandon Bay, it's like, oh, that smells like a pee in an alleyway
Ah,
in the middle of the night.
the
You know, you
classic.
walk in, you be like, oh, that's alleyway pee. That's good tea. You know, when you get that, hey, that's good.
Some
But it
people
has to
call
be
it the
fresh.
cat piss smell.
The cat is no alleyway pee in the middle of the
That
night.
is an amazing smell.
Yeah.
But
It's
this
really nice.
doesn't have that. Yeah.
Is that brewing?
Yeah, but I need it on the bay.
Damn, man. You are going hardcore. You're testing this out.
But I'm surprised that it's still drinkable the way you're brewing it. It's like I would have
It's
expected
really
it to be.
good.
That clay.
What do you reckon?
That
The
clay's-
clay
that
has
clay's
so
doing
much
it.
effect.
Yeah.
Like,
Now I
never
want to. Now I
actually-
wish I bought it.
I never. This is my first time actually drinking from a red clay.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Same.
Yeah.
Put your cup
I was.
in.
I was. Oh yeah. I was never big on red clay. I was always about the 20, and then I finally got 20.
Yeah, that's
I
more
had
just
it
for
here.
looks, though, right?
Which one? The 20.
I mean, your obsession with Dwenny started
no, I don't
because
think so.
you were obsessed with Dwenny the first time I met you.
Yeah.
Had you drunk from Dwenny at that point?
No.
Right, exactly. So,
No, but why was
point. Exactly my point.
but why was I obsessed with it? because you had the first Dueni and the 2 cups, and you made a video about it, about black teas, and you said, this Dueni pot, I'm reserving it for all the blacks. And then I was just like obsessed with it ever since.
Yeah, but
And now I'm
you're
all
obsessed.
starting mine. I'm not keeping it for blacks.
That's a really good infusion, actually.
This is a great one, yeah.
Ooh,
Oh,
that's a strong one.
this is just exact. I imagine having a hooker,
Yeah.
being in a tent. Do you know
Yes,
what I mean?
yeah.
And just that is the tea you want.
Yeah.
It's gonna like give you enough aggression that's gonna be like stand up to it.
Yeah.
But it's sweet and syrupy and resinous and date-like.
Like in
and
an oasis with date palms and everything.
exactly.
Yeah.
This is straight up desert. This is like
In
the
a fire, like a fireplace in the desert.
yeah.
No, I'm getting dry mango as well now.
Yeah,
mango and dried
those dried
raisins.
fruits, dried
Dry
pears,
mango,
dried
dried pears,
mangoes,
dried
dried dates, some fresh
Definitely
physalis, some
raisins, yeah.
some little resin burning in the corner, right? Some sort of incense resin burning in the corner.
Turkish delights.
Yeah. Oh, Turkish delight.
delight.
You get rose.
Tiny bit.
I do get some flowers, but I'm not sure about rose. I'm not quite sure what the flower is. Okay.
It's not lilac, is it? But it's not like lilac to the point like smell
Violet?
like the way
Yeah.
violet or something. If you chew them, if you chew lilac or
Chewable
violets,
lilacs.
yeah, that's so.
Okay, you need to start thinking about your score, people. We've had 4 infusions. This is number 5.
Let's hit it with 97 now.
I'd say it's pretty high, but it's...
I always go last with score. Guests go first.
Can we have our individual score? Or should we have a...
No,
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 it's
it's individual. Of course,
Okay,
individual.
okay.
Yeah,
Like-
individual. You don't have to say now. You get another
Yeah,
infusion.
well, another
Just say
infusion.
like mull it over. You know this nondescript, no wrapper, pasha. Assume it's pasha.
Yeah.
It tastes like a pasha, right? When you
Oh, yeah,
when
now
you
it
think
has-
about
yes.
monocle
Now
boss,
if
you
I-
think of it straight up. The smoke, the little bit of cigar, leather note going on.
But you know what? Monocle Boss was even more rounded and nice. It had a little bit more smokiness to it.
There's a
from
reason
what I
why it was
remember.
selected.
Maybe we can try it later.
Always fishing for a monocle boss session.
I never had monocle bosses.
What? Oh, no.
We have to do it now.
Yeah, we go. Poor, raw. Body sensation? How you feeling?
Do you know what? I feel like I want to leave now. Not leave.
It's like,
Leave. Be alive. Leave.
live.
Live. Yeah.
What, before
sorry
you were
for my accent.
suicidal?
Yeah. Before I was so.
Now I want to live.
Yeah.
This makes life worth living.
You know what? Yeah, because earlier my back was hurting so much, and I was like, oh, my back hurts so much, and just need to like
Get
do
used to it.
something.
That's called old age, mate.
And now I wanna leave.
I got like a uplifting
Yeah.
Yeah.
ness in my
Yeah.
upper head. Like, does that make sense?
Your upper head as opposed to your lower head.
Yeah, it's not here. It's like here.
Right. It's right up here. Yeah, like a little
see that as well?
like a little headband of
Yes,
sort of
yeah.
cooling tingliness.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I know what you mean. That's why I don't buy these cups. You see
Yeah,
how
easy
easy
to-
it is to fall over.
It's dangerous.
This one is
This
alright.
one's great on the
Yeah,
other
this-
hand.
Yeah.
We sell it.
No, but it is.
Yeah.
It's a different. There's the weight there's
Yeah,
a
it's
real
super
center of gravity there.
Can I just like?
It's nice to drink from that.
Can I
It
just?
is,
It's a really nice,
Focus on the
it's a really nice
pickings?
solo cup.
Yeah.
You want to look at the
I want
picking?
to focus on the pickings a little bit.
Okay, well maybe that. Oh no,
I'm not
you're
sure
well
which one.
off.
I'm
You
well
need
off.
to-
Yeah,
you
you
need
put
to
it
go
in the
down here.
center. Just a little bit.
Cheers,
so we can see
everybody.
the
Cheers.
picking.
The best thing is just hold it in your hand. Yeah, they're thick. Look at that. Look at that bud.
Look at that.
That is a chunky monkey. That one
Bought in 3 leaves.
keeps going.
Nice.
Good sweetness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good level of aggression to sweet, soft to dry, juicy. Nice rising, tingly, heat to cooling. I mean, it ticks boxes. Boom, 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 boom.
Does.
We were expecting bad teas because last time you said those tea might be bad, and last time we got a really good tea.
Yeah,
and
like 2 out of 2 we have good tea so far.
2 out of 2. So you're saying
All right,
there's some
come
bad
on then.
teas in there.
Scores, people. We can't run away from it anymore.
So you said above 6
I'm
is still
saying
good.
like above 6 is a... Okay, I'm saying above 5 is a decent tea.
Yeah.
Above 6 is a good tea.
Yeah.
Above 7 is a great tea. You're very happy to drink it. Above, like as in you want it in your collection.
Yeah.
Right? Above 8 is like, that's one of the best teas that you've tried this year. Above 9 is one of the best teas you've tried in your life. Okay?
What did the last one get? 8.5.
8.4.
8.4, yeah.
It was sort of like around that 8.3, 8.3 to 8.5.
Look, this is everything I'm looking for in a pour. A little bit of age, a little bit of nice smokiness, a little bit of sweetness, but I can also like easy drink it. So I'm not like looking for too much astringency that I can't like it just puckers my mouth too much. Leaves my mouth dry just enough. Really nice. I just can go on with it. So I'm gonna go for. You said above 8. You want it in your collection, and
No, above 7, you want it
it
in your collection. Above 8, one of the
Definitely want
best
it in your
teas
collection.
you've had this year. How does it compare to some of the factory teas that you've been drinking recently? Because you've been on a factory binge.
I brought some actually.
Oh, really? Okay, it's going to be a long night.
You can definitely taste that the leaves are better. The material, the just picking is better than the other one. The other ones are much more astringent if you brewed them like Adrian did.
Yeah, you'd
then
be-
you
you'd
really
be on
get
the
hit in the
floor.
face. Oh, yeah, definitely. But it's not as leathery and antique and just
This one is not as leathery and
Yes.
antique as a factory one. Yeah,
less
sure.
age tasting.
Yeah, yeah.
But the astringency is
But,
much.
but it's moving in a similar direction.
Yeah, definitely. But I would say still it takes a few years until it reaches that.
Yeah.
But I really like it. The only thing that I'm not quite so sure about the longevity, because now I get
How many have we done? 6, 5, 6?
That was-
5 or 6.
That was the 5th one.
Yeah, and it already starts for me to lose this
Okay.
like special aftertaste a bit.
Okay.
It's a bit
Yeah.
more. It's already. I don't know if it's already had its best infusions.
Okay.
And that's
Hit
the
it
one.
again.
Keep in mind also like the big pot. Like,
Yeah.
have
No,
in mind like there's a lot of.
No excuses for the
No
tea.
excuses.
All right, so
but I
so
do like it.
score
I am giving it an 8.
Wait.
straight 8.
I'm giving it straight 8.
Straight 8.
I'm giving it an 8 because I do want it in my collection, and it is.
Just about one of the best teas you've had this year.
Yeah.
Not quite up there in the...
I'm not gonna give it like cross motion conductor level where that tea is my favorite tea at the moment.
Yeah.
So I would say that's my favorite tea.
Okay.
If we're choosing tea of the year, did
That
it
was
get?
last year.
Was it last year out?
Well, December.
It's out in December last year, so it's technically
Yeah.
2021.
Well, technically, whatever.
But like
It's-
you
yeah,
know,
Okay.
I say my favorite tea of this year is cross motion conductor, and yeah, I'm not gonna give it like I'm gonna put it at cross motion. I'm gonna give it like I don't know. I'm gonna give it a 9 maybe.
Cross motion conductor 9, so you give this an 8. A straight 8. Vincent.
9.5.
I really like it, but it's not quite one of my best teas of the year. I would
Okay.
say I give it a 7.6.
There you go. My friend.
Damn, that was straight on exactly what I was going to
Yeah.
give.
7.6.
Ah.
7.6. I give it a 7.6.
Yeah.
But again, with the caveat that it's a 7.6 in that pot.
Yeah, yeah.
See, we
And
always give-
I'm very cautious from the last one because I'm going to taste it again in porcelain. It's going to probably drop to like a 7.1 is my
Would still
guess.
be pretty
But it's still pretty good.
still a good tea.
It's a good tea. We're going to brew this one hard and we'll see where it goes. So you need to come up with the name for this tea. It has no name. Judging by how we've talked about it, give us a name. And this time Adrian is going to pick a winner.
Yeah, I can definitely
Okay.
do that.
So let us know in the comments. Just send us as many names as you want. Whichever one tickles his fancy will win, and we'll carve off a big chunk and send it to you so you can try it yourself. We're going to do another one of these videos right? So like,
Yeah.
we're up,
just
right?
Feeling
like
good.
limber up. Yeah, you won't see it for probably a few weeks or a few months, but we're going to go back to back. But first, we're going to have one last
Strong
infusion of this
infusion.
strong infusion of this pasha. I assume it's a pasha. It tastes like a pasha. The labeling suggests a pasha. It's like Antiques Roadshow. You're having to try and find the marks on something. But this doesn't even have a nefe.
No.
Although it could have gotten pulled off. But I seem to recall this was literally
Just thrown in.
just thrown in.
Yeah.
Here, fresh. I was probably in a pressing factory, and they just took it, chucked it into a bag and gave it to me, wrote Pasha on it. That's my assumption.
Yeah. For that, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's well over a minute, so
Yeah.
let's go.
See how it holds
I
up.
like the liquor color.
Don't forget, right, that you're normally doing flash infusions.
Yeah.
So 6 infusions Adrian style
Yeah,
is
so-
around 10
What I'm doing.
your
Yeah,
style,
probably.
right? So,
Maybe even more.
so when we're talking about longevity,
Yeah.
you might be like,
I love the pickings. I love the pickings.
the
Like,
picking is they're
beautiful
fat.
and it's just big, fat, chunky, and also like,
Speak up.
oh, sorry, big, fat, chunky, juicy.
I'm gonna make you mean
This
that.
is not,
Big, fat, chunky.
and it's like juicy and plumpy as well.
yeah.
So it's
Juicy
just like,
and plumpy,
hey.
big, fat, chunky.
Big, fat, chunky, juicy, plumpy.
You sure you're talking about tea?
Definitely tea leaves.
Yeah. I mean, I know what you mean. It moves a little bit into like, okay.
Mineral water.
It's mineral.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it moves into. I think a 7.6 is generous but fair,
Yeah.
and I think that I'll let you know what it's like
yes, please
in
do.
porcelain. Anyway, there we go.
Easy.
Another random cake tasting down, and that's staying in my collection for sure. And we'll move on to the next one. So we'll see you. We'll say bye-bye here. Thank you for being a part of the revelation of true tea. Stay away from those tea bags. Keep drinking the good stuff, the random stuff, but hopefully the stuff that titillates your palate, like the big, fat, chunky, juicy over there.
Big, fat, chunky, juicy, plummy.
And we'll see you next time. Bye.